the directors, and every one of us as members of staff. Today, like our usual habits, and it is customized activities that we always have here, we conduct training sessions for so many of our research products that we have in the field. For the next 3 days in field, we will be having training session on bread and confectioneries here in field. And our set of trainees that we have at this time, they are
and fellow women of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, fellow management members here present, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this opening ceremony. Few of the foremost industrial research institute in Nigeria has been in the vanguard of industrialization and socio-economic development of Nigeria through her research results. As a technology pioneer provider, the institute has trained over 500,000 entrepreneurs and provided her services to about 70% of the SMEs operating in technology incubation centers all over the 36 states of the Federation in different technologies, thereby creating millions of jobs through direct and multiplier effects of these technology transfer efforts. Today, FIRO, in collaboration with Region 36 of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, is empowering some 21 good women on bread and confectionery baking. This is a training workshop that ordinarily would have cost individuals much more than was paid. But the institute, in sharing in the vision of the RCCG to reposition her members, has given a generous rebate to ensure that this workshop is conducted for this group. We would have loved to have more women. The training starting today is specifically on cassava bread baking and confectioneries production technologies. You will all agree with me that bread is a staple food, not only in Nigeria, but all over the world. Bread is generally consumed on a daily basis, with its consumption cutting across age, social strata, religion, ethnicity, and so on. FIRO has increased the varieties of breads available to us for consumption through its R&D efforts at developing local content in bread making. The training today is as a result of the Institute's research and development efforts at developing cassava bread due to abundant availability of cassava in Nigeria. Currently, Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava in the world. I want to state it clearly that the Institute pioneered research at producing cassava bread in Nigeria dating back to the 60s. It is very obvious today that government alone can no longer carry the burden of direct employment for our teeming youth in various ministries, departments, and agencies. The best way to go now is to encourage our youth and women to develop entrepreneurial culture towards self-employment. This is also in tandem with the renewed home agenda of Mr. President. All over the world, entrepreneurship has been acknowledged as the surest way for massive job creation. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. We are taking the one big in 1,000 miles with you in your entrepreneurial journey with this training on cassava bread baking and confectioneries production. I strongly believe that this process will lead to massive job creation, and very soon we shall begin to see your products in the markets in and around Lagos as well as all over the nation. On this note, I would like to encourage all of you to cooperate with the trainers, instructors. Please feel free to ask your questions. When you are through with the training, please do not procrastinate starting your enterprise immediately. There is joy in starting small and growing big. Don't give it to excuses. Start something immediately after the training. Most of the multinational companies you see today started as small family businesses. The world is waiting for your products. Don't allow this opportunity to waste. Thank you. God bless you all.
As I briefly intimate our trainees to show respect, like we said, we are not only going to give you hands-on practical experience or training on baking bread and confectioneries. We are going to take you through a whole gamut of all that you need to start, manage your business to success. That's why we are here. We have a package of about 9 modules that will take you through. You are going to have, like you had, after the session is declared open, you have a series of lectures on the science of baking bread and confectioneries. We are going to have the session on machinery and equipment. We are going to have a session on hazard analysis, critical control points in bread and confectionery baking. We are going to have a session on quality control assessment of baking. You also have a bit of regulatory issues, food laws and regulations. You also have a session on product cost elements. Then we move on to product marketing and sales tips. We will also move you into the realm of intellectual property rights. So we will have a task to that. And we will also finally have a session on guide to setting up and manage business. So all of these have been packaged for you who want to, like Didi said earlier, plead with you to maximize this opportunity. The world out there is waiting for you, and it will gladden our heart if at the end of this session you shun to procrastination, you start small, so that together we can provide, even after post-training support for you. We can midwife or link you up, if need be, with technology incubation centers for space for whichever we need. Luckily, we have TICs in the 36 states of the Federation. So all that you will need to succeed, we will be willing to support you. So please feel free, like you did advise earlier, to ask questions. Ask questions, be ready for your future, because luckily the mantra in Redeem at the moment is repositioning from the valley to the mountain top. See you at the mountain top. Thank you.
what has been the impact of FIRO in terms of contribution to the knowledge economy, especially entrepreneurship?
As I earlier on said, that FIRO has been the foremost agency in science and technology. That's research. FIRO has developed about 250 technologies waiting for commercialization. So part of those technologies, people normally apply, and we are always out to train them. For instance, we have trained about 500,000 youth and women on some of the technologies. And a lot of them, they are self-employed now through FIRO technology. So presently, we have a lot of projects on ground, more especially on training youth, women, widows, if they are interested. Some of them are free, some of them you have to apply, and we now train you so that you can go out and be self-employed. Then in terms of food, we've done a lot of research. We're trying to see how we can bring up new projects that will be useful, that will be good for this, our Mr. President Renew Hub, of which we've already started.
Okay, now you talked about rebates earlier for the RCCG.
Yes.
I want to know, when people come here in group, what sort of concession do you give them, at least to encourage more Nigerians, especially the women, the widows that you mentioned, to come for training like this and empower them? What is the arrangements on individual and group basis?
We have arrangements of training with our PTTIM department. But one thing I know is that if you come in for training and you want to pay, we normally give you 25% discount.
Now, for these women who have been trained in cassava bread production and baking and confectionery, what are you doing to ensure, at least after the training, they are encouraged, you monitor them and ensure they actually put these things to practice so that it won't just end up in their
We have
their
monitoring team that normally go maybe after a month to check whether they have started. And then we have some researchers. You know, normally things like that, some people will listen very well, some will not. So if there is a situation whereby you are among those people that we train and you are not clear about a particular process, our researchers are there that normally go to them for follow-up and then explain to them wherever they think they cannot meet up.
Now, I watched an international news channel, and the paradigm is shifting from oil and gas economy, all this economy, to knowledge-based economy. Now, people are tapping in on knowledge, on intellectual property, intellectualism, research, and all this, and that is a major contributory factor to the gross domestic product of these countries. Many of them are keying in on their knowledge base. Where are we in Nigeria at the moment, especially with our research institutions and our institutions of higher learning that we have so many of them in Nigeria? Where are we? Are we also moving in that direction?
Well, yeah, we are moving in that direction. But we all know that research institutes, if we are to take everything to 100%, we need funding. Federal government are trying their best. We are also trying our own best. So we also pray that research institute will be funded when it comes to percentage, and by so doing, we gear up our researches.
Before I wrap up on that, to what extent are these some of these your research this output, to what extent are they really being commercialized, at least for the benefits of the country?
We've been doing it. We've been doing it. And a lot of people have been coming for commercialization. Even companies. We have some companies that have written in respect of some of the products that we have and in respect of some of the researches that we have. So we are at the verge of completing so that they can take it up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Worship tracks and beats.